Welcome back again. Now we are going to talk about data types. It is very important for the programming. After data types, we will talk about operators, and then we will start to do programming. Okay, so data types. Mainly, we can use two different data types. Data types can be divided. Data types can be divided into two classifications. The first one is primitive data type. The second one is reference data type. Okay, I will just prepare the list here. Maybe even I can make it smaller to be able to see all of them together. So at the moment, let me make it 36 size. Okay, so data types can be divided into two main part. One is primitive data type, the second one is reference data type. Okay, as a definition, reference is much easier and we will learn about it later. Reference data types, the one which is not primitive data type, which is string, and all other data types, example struct, example class, example enum, example any kind of object, or I can add here any kind of any kind of data type which is data type which can be, I don't need to write all of them, which can be created by the developer. Okay, any kind. So all the other ones, so these are the basic ones. So of course we are going to talk about all of them later. The main one, as I mentioned, string, and all the other ones are the reference data. For the primitive data types, we have four main primitive data types. What are they? The first one is integer, the second one is float, the third one is character, and the last one is boolean. Yeah, boolean. So four main primitive data types. What are they? Or maybe at the beginning I had to say what are they. So these are the data types. It is just defining the variable. It is defining the variable. So we are just telling the processor that processor, this is the variable that we are going to use for integer, for numbers, integer numbers, float for floating numbers, character for only one single character, and this variable is boolean because you can use for this variable for true or false only, or string, so this variable can consist only a text or some other data types, combination of primitive data types or combination of primitive and reference data types, or something else which is created as class or struct or something else. Okay, so we will talk about them later, but generally data types are like this. For example, like in our real life, what is that? For example, you would like to store water in the fridge. If you would like to store water in the fridge, you don't buy like 20-liter cup or 20-liter bottle to put in the fridge. Your bottle should be only 1 liter or 2 liters to put in the fridge. Why are you using 1 liter, 2 liter? It is suitable for the fridge, and then you can just put in the fridge only 1 liter or 2 liters water. Or let's talk about potatoes. Let's say you are going to put your potatoes in some bottle, let's say, and then to put in a bottle for the potatoes, and for 1 month potatoes with the 5 members in the family, and you are going to use, let's say, potatoes during the month. So you need a container. What kind of container you use for the potatoes? Let's say big bucket. So for this one, how many kilogram do you need? Do you use 1 kilogram? It is only one time cook, and then in one dinner you finish. So that's why if you buy, let's say, 10 kilogram or 5 kilogram potatoes, you need like bigger buckets. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about containers. Those containers are going to be suitable for the contents. That's why those data types are going to be data types of the variables. Those variables are the containers. Those containers should be defined at the beginning of the program with the data types, and those data types are saying that, okay, so this container, this variable, in other words, is a bottle to put water inside or to put some liquid inside. Like this, in our programming life, data type integer, this variable is integer to put only integer values inside, so that integer variable cannot consist of any character. This integer variable cannot consist of any string text or something like this. Okay, so that's why these are the main data types. So integer data types in programming code are integer is the main one. This is the first thing. The second thing, the size, as I mentioned. Okay, let me write like this. Integer is the main one, and then for the main one, integer, it is, the size is important. It consists 4 bytes value, and the second one is the one which consists bigger than 4 bytes, which is long. It is 8 bytes. Logically, if we use smaller than integer 4 bytes value, there should be 2 bytes and the name will be short, which is 2 bytes. There is one more which is smaller than this, s byte, is also 1 byte size. So these are the main ones for the integer values. Okay, I will tell you the details later. First, I just would like to talk about what are they. So here, for the integer values, this is the main one, integer. If you want to use something bigger, you are going to use long. If you want something smaller, you are going to use short. If you want something smaller, you are going to use s byte. What is this? 1 byte. What is 1 byte? 1 byte is 8 bits. Okay, let's talk about 8 bits. For the 8 bits, remember, integer values are positive and negative integer numbers. So then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is equal to, it is 1 byte, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0. What is this? Is equal to 0. Okay, now let me talk about, what about this? Sorry. What about this? Okay, I'm very sorry. Okay, what about this? Zero, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What is this? Remember, 2 to power 0, 2 to power 1, 2 to power 2, 2 to power 3, 2 to power 4, 2 to power 5, 2 to power 6. In other words, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64. When you add all of them, it's equal to 127. Okay, 127. What about here? Another number. Sorry. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Do you say 2 to power 0 plus 2 to power, which is 0, 2 to power 1, 2 to power 2, 2 to power 3, instead of this like this, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. Do you think it is equal to 128? No. Why? Because integer numbers are, as I mentioned you, plus and minus number. Remember from the previous video, I think the two video before, the first digit was, remember what was it? Sign digit. 0 means plus, 1 means minus. So it is equal to minus this. Means that minus 0. In other words, it's 0. What about this number? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What is that number? So when we talk about this number,